What's up? It's time for more Gurren Lagann. This is episode 5. Yep, it is episode 5. I didn't look down at my notes. I remember it. It's all in this brain. I'm excited to jump into this. I don't know if there's anything I have to say before the video starts. Like, before we actually get into the reaction, I don't think there's any updates. I don't think there's any, like, any theories that I have about anything. So I'm just not going to waste your time. I'm not going to pad the video. That's not what I do necessarily. I mean, sometimes maybe I do accidentally, but I don't purposefully pad any of my videos. So let's jump into this episode. If you want extra content, you can get the full-length versions of these reactions and next week's episode right now on my Patreon account down in the description below. So if you want episode 6 right now, you just can't wait. Or if you just want to support me and get the like literally over 1,000 videos of content on my Patreon account, you can support me down below. Please make sure to go do that. Otherwise, support this channel as best you can and go check out my Jent Watches One Piece channel. If you like One Piece even the tiniest little bit, you should go over there and check it out. But yeah, let's do this. Gurren Lagann, episode 5.
Perfect their combination technique.
I just had to switch from the Japanese to the English real quick, but we're good.
Their journey in search of the enemy's headquarters continues.
I don't want my skills to get rusty. What the hell are you doing here in my gunman anyway?
Yeah, you did, but this is the best place to be when we're moving.
Is it comfy there?
Around too much. It's murder on my butt.
You sure it's not because your ass is too big?
Yeah, now this is comfy.
Jeez, Yoko, you're
I
heavy.
mean,
Get out of your skull and settled into your ass, you idiot chick!
I wouldn't mind
You
that.
think so, do ya?
Ow! Don't shoot, you crazy bitch! You'll kill me!
I like just unabashedly calling her a crazy bitch.
They just fell through the ground.
Yeah, they might be dead. Oh, and you might be dead now. Oh my god, all in a nice square. Oof. I don't get it, not one bit. Oh my god. Don't let him die.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I came around first.
Oh my god, yeah.
People have
Well,
come to us celestial lands.
and she's
That
naked.
just say face god? That's a gunman.
Oh my god. Oh my face god.
It is our guardian deity.
Okay. Guess that makes sense.
Yo, forehead boy, don't you have anything else?
Forehead
on fire?
boy.
And I'm afraid that what we've given you is all we have.
Rocio?
Place is
Did you guys really come from the celestial lands?
Are you messengers from the face god or something?
Hey,
We just
forehead,
fell
what's the
through a
deal with
hole.
these kids?
Gimme, darts. Everyone spoils them because
Whatever, who cares about that? All I care about is what that gunman's doing there.
gunmen.
Is it actually a gunman? It just looks like a statue to
Wait,
me.
you don't know what that is? What the hell? What'd I do to deserve all this grief from you?
Oh, shut up!
Jesus, they animate so much boob bounce with her.
Yeah,
Sorry about this, but would you mind putting this rope?
Cover up a bit.
sure.
Aw,
I'm
that's
not too
cute.
crazy about these.
Boy, take away the bare midriff, and you don't have anything left, do ya?
What the hell are you doing? Oh,
Oh, scumbag, run!
Jesus, putting him into the ground.
Man, you know that. Don't pick up his bad habits, Simone.
Please cease
I
this
don't think
behavior.
Kamina
I would
is a
expect
pervert at all.
Celestials to re-
Ukum's wife, she just gave birth.
Uh-huh. How's that a
This is good
problem?
news.
But she also had a pair of boys.
What did you
Oh,
just say?
3 children?
Triplets, you say?
Damn.
Ukum's wife.
Yeah.
We have no choice then. We must choose two.
Father
What?
Marty, must we really make our...
Like, you can't have
will
over
not
50?
understand.
Man, this place is depressing.
So do they have to kill
Old
2
Seahawk Village was
babies?
nothing like this gloomfest.
Or kill 2 non-babies?
So is it time to eat yet or what? I need me some meat, my friend. Some tasty, delicious meat.
Don't eat him.
My apologies. It sounds like the meal was not to your liking.
Well, yeah, but it's not your fault. It's fine.
Look at you, forehead boy. Does this mean that you're wanting more than the life of a cellar dweller? First, allow me to get this out of the way.
Don't break
I hate
the
to break it
table,
to
it's
you,
probably
kid,
the
but
only one they
gunmen are
have.
gods. This high priest guy, who is he?
Pardon
Oh,
me,
he looks
Celestials.
shifty.
Your words are too much for our people.
So are you the high priest then?
I
He's
apologize
suppressing
for not
other
introducing
viewpoints, I
myself.
think.
I am Magin, and it is my duty to
Magin.
govern this village.
You're the head honcho of this sorry little dump?
He's so close.
We have an important ceremony tomorrow. You and your companion should turn in for the evening as well. If you'll excuse me.
He's not bothered by the fact that
Are you an even bigger
his
moron
mouth
than I
is
thought
right
you
next
were?
to him. God, this show has some top tier mid cards. Look at this. And the music, the stinger for it is amazing as well. Oh, he's got a nose ring. What is that? What? Oh my god. Climb on in. Your god's awaiting you.
Wow. Take it for a spin, forehead boy.
No one's noticed that lever?
I had no intention of doing
Or
it.
maybe it requires you to have some doubt
Relax and put everything else
to
out of
see
your
it.
mind. Go ahead.
Who told you you could touch the face god?
I just touched his nose
Hey,
hair.
hang on. And I realized you look like our old village chief. Right, Simon?
Does he? I can't remember.
Think so?
You and your friends.
Not
you
really.
wanna fight, do ya?
Maybe
You
in
ought
the
to leave our
vibe.
village. Who's fortunate enough to be chosen receive the blessing of the gods. Now, you must draw Ukom.
Oh no.
Draw.
Next, come forward and draw.
Yes, Father.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is like if you draw the short end of the stick, you
Is there
A
anyone remaining
sacrifice?
who has not drawn a lot?
Now, my friends, open your hands. If your lot has a mark, you have been chosen by the gods.
Oh my god. Oh wait, chosen by the gods is you're gonna be sacrificed, I think. Oh god. Oh, this is fucked.
Bro, what he's saying is that he wants these kids to come along with us.
Tradition
Oh.
dictates some are chosen by the gods to be the gods' children and are sent up to the celestial lands.
Okay, you know what?
Celestial lands?
Could be
Even the
worse.
surface.
I thought they were
Send
just
these
going
kids
to kill
there?
them.
So that is your answer then.
It might as well be
You
death
handled
if you're sending
rejection a
them
lot
on their
better than
own.
I thought you would.
If you will not take them, then we must conduct our ceremony in the usual manner.
Wait just
Oh.
a damn minute.
It is to rise up and live with the gods.
Is this the Hunter x Hunter
That's
narrator?
crazy. Why's it gotta be this way? It ain't exactly paradise up there, I'll tell you that much. No way
No,
to drag
but
two
I think
kids
it's-
around.
Why not, mister?
As good as this, if not better.
Would you?
Don't speak to the high priest like that.
Come on, let it go. It's just the way it is here. It's the law.
Kamina
It's not like they're
doesn't
throwing those
let
kids out
things
because they
go.
want to.
If you really don't want to do it, all you've got to do is not do it.
That's
Who the hell do you
true.
think I am?
Yes. The gods are testing our faith and resolve.
Come on, man, bring it on.
Stop it, Watson.
Yeah.
He's like a devil on his shoulder. It's great.
Bannermouse, Bannermouse.
Oh my god! Speaking of sent from the gods. Oh shit. Of course.
It's another face god.
We need our fight scene. Oh, coming after Gurren Lagann.
Simon, kamina! Come on, guys, get moving!
I love that she hip fires a sniper like she's playing Modern Warfare 2.
Ready. Let's do this with
Let's combine. It's pretty fucking sick. I love the drill just going through his roof. It's like if his head was leaned a little bit to the side, he dies. Oh my gosh, it's so bright I can't even see what's happening.
How can the...
Wade slowly threw the water away. You can get in the god. Get in the face god.
In that case, we're gonna kick this thing's ass, right?
Yeah, I'll show you they're not gods.
Whether they want to or not.
You've seen how pathetic we are if we beat them.
You're overdoing it.
How dare you! Don't interfere, you piece of junk!
Oh my god. Oh shit. It's like a womp from Mario. Hell yeah. I kind of like the way its face slides off like that. Oh, shit.
Father, what are you doing in there?
Oh, so you're allowed to get in?
No, Father Mugging!
Gurren Lagann, save him! Nice.
Do not like you. I don't like you at all, old-timer. If you had that...
Do not disturb our village any further.
What did you say?
Let it go,
I think it's
bro.
time for some
It's not like he's
changes.
saying anything wrong.
The knowledge would only serve to destroy our village. Do they really need to know the truth?
Would it destroy your
We
village,
do
or would
not
it make
have
it
the
just an
resources
adjustment
to sustain
period?
a large population. Was to decide that our maximum population must be capped at 50.
I see.
We must. For me, that is the only truth.
Hmm.
My religion is.
Was that your doing, Father?
Yes, because they are orphans.
Oh,
With no
God.
family, there are few left behind who would grieve. for
Yeah,
them.
no one's
Must
gonna
be
mourn
joking.
them.
Well, then what about my mother?
Oh, fuck. All of
The
the...
regrets I once had.
Everything's falling
I
apart
made
now.
my peace with them long ago.
Jeez, that's fucking dark. That's really depressing.
Rocio, you mean to do this?
I do. I will accompany those children on their journey.
Aww.
There will no longer be any need to allow ourselves to be bound by
True.
such painful laws.
True.
No one but you, so your secret will be safe.
He's a
I
good guy.
understand. In that case, would you like to take the Holy Scriptures with you on your journey?
No,
But
why?
Oh, is that a fact, my boy? Well, you needn't worry much about that. I can't exactly read either.
Really? Well, just have this book that no
This
one
book
can
may be
read.
no-
Kamina's still pissed. Nice. Okay, admittedly, this ED's growing on me. Man, the end of it's like an Arctic Monkey song though, and I really like that. Okay, wow, that was a really good episode. That episode was super interesting because, like, it did not do what I expected the show to do really at all. Like, this show I thought was going to, I mean, I definitely had picked up from the first few episodes that it had good writing, but I didn't think it would do an episode like this, which is just very focused on the writing. For the first few episodes, it felt like, you know, the MO of this show would be, we want these cool things to happen, so we're writing, you know, a world where these cool things can happen. And I think I talked about that in the first videos, how it feels like the way that some of these shows are written, you know, these trigger shows, although this isn't technically trigger, it's Gynax or whatever, right? But it's essentially the same thing. It feels like they go, okay, we want these things to happen because they would be cool and we'd be able to animate them well and it would make it fun. So let's, you know, draw lines between each thing and figure out what we can fill in the middle there. Which, that's not bad writing. I've said this before. Like, there are so many different ways of writing. You can plan out an entire story. You can, you know, have like little sections you want to get to. You can write backwards from the end. You can figure it out as you go. Like, there's so many different ways of writing, and I don't think any of them really are wrong. You know, like, it's all going to create an end result, as long as you're creating an end result that you care about and is entertaining to audiences in some way. You've done it. It's a success. But I do feel like that's how these are written. Maybe they're not. Maybe they genuinely do have, like, okay, I want the story to play out. Like, they maybe still do have, like, a very particular way that they do things in order. And they don't think of these moments. They just come naturally. I don't know. But I'm just going off what I feel like they are. Anyway, the point is, I thought that they were just, you know, going for a big moment in every episode or whatever. But in this episode, I feel like it was a pretty interesting story that wasn't necessarily wrapped around a big important moment, you know, like, that wasn't wrapped around something. I couldn't see a scene where I'm like, okay, they wrote backwards from this scene. Instead, it was just a, like, interesting little short story, I guess. I mean, you could consider this like its own little enclosed story, And I feel like we might have more of those as the season goes on. But not only was it its own little enclosed story, but the resolution of it I found to be very clever. In that it didn't have like Kamina didn't come in and solve all their problems. He came in and he, like, essentially what he did was offer an outside perspective. His outside perspective didn't necessarily, like, massively change things, but it did change one person. It changed, what the fuck was his name? Rosio or whatever? It changed him. One guy, right? And, like, really, that's all that needed to happen. I mean, like, the tricky thing about the ending is I can't tell if it's a happy ending or a sad ending. I don't know, and it doesn't really matter. Like, when you're telling a story, you don't need to necessarily fall into one or the other. It can be bittersweet. The happy part about it is that, like, it feels like Rosio found, and I'm saying Rosio, maybe I can figure out what the fuck this person's name is by turning on the subs, because I did not get down his name. Well, I did get down his name, but I got down what I imagined his name is. Okay. I can find it. Don't worry. Here we go. I'm finding it. Rossiu. It's I was pretty close, but it's Rossiu. Okay. So yeah, Rossiu was the person who changed and who sort of, like, questioned things and started to find out the truth. And what he decided to do with that was, hey, these two kids are going to be out on their own. I'm going to go with them and protect them. It gives him sort of a purpose. And that was because of Kamina's influence and because of us being here. Although, yeah, really no one did anything except Kamina, you know. And I like it because what the head priest said at the end, the high priest, said at the end, like, I know that we can't go above 50 people because we don't have the resources to support it, which is, like, that's true, and it's dark and it's horrible and sad, but it is also true. So, like, the problem there is he has to make hard decisions, which is when we go over 50, we gotta do something. We gotta get rid of people, you know? And he also, it seemed like, was making the decisions of who to go, and he was trying to do it in a way where, one, the people who were forced to go wouldn't feel abandoned, because it's like, oh, our god chose us, like, this is an honor, this is a great thing. So hopefully they would, you know, move out with some sort of hope, and at the same time lessen the damage on the village by choosing people who are less likely to cause damage to the village. So, like, in this case, he chose 2 orphans because it's not gonna tear apart a family sending these 2 people. You know, if you send, like, the father of some children and a mother's daughter, like, then the mother is gonna be destroyed and the children are gonna be without a father, and it's gonna be a disaster, you know. But if you send these 2 children, it's like people are gonna be like, oh man, I miss those 2 kids. But that's, like, you're not tearing apart, you're not destroying any of the relationships there. And so it's really messed up, and it's not an easy thing to stamp morality onto. There's not a solution that I have that would be satisfying, you know? Like, I can say, well, you should tell everyone the truth, and then, you know, people can, like, know that the surface is there, and people might volunteer to go up to the surface and get more resources, and you might be able to figure that out. And maybe, like, that's my thought of a solution, but I really don't know the situation. I don't know if that'll work or not. It's really difficult. I think realistically, the thing to do is you keep the village under 50 people. And that's what he was doing. And he was doing it successfully. The only reason they had to sacrifice 2 people was because one woman, bless her heart, but she fucked up. I'm kidding. But she had triplets, right? So a woman had triplets unexpectedly. Like, how the fuck were we going to know that was to happen? So they had to choose 2 people to go because that kind of sucked. It is sad that the guy who had the 3 kids or whatever was like, can't we just like wait? It's likely that, you know, sometimes the young don't survive the first few months, which like is probably true, and that's really depressing as well. But you know, he probably wants, like, the high priest probably wants those kids to survive, so he doesn't want to risk, you know, those babies not having enough resources and the babies dying early. Like, I originally thought when they came here and they were doing that the whole idea was they were gonna, oh, these 2 are the chosen ones, and then they go into another room and then they get their heads chopped off. Luckily, it's actually just that they go out, you know, into the world, which, yes, for most people I think would be certain death, but at least there's a chance, you know, at least there's some sort of hope there. So, yeah. Anyway, oh my gosh, it's so late. I just realized, like, I'm going to bed very soon, and I didn't even realize it was that late. Anyway, that is Gurren Lagann episode 5. Thank you for joining me for this episode. I really liked it. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction and early access. You can get next week's episode on my Patreon account right now. But make sure to support this video if you like Gurren Lagann and you want more on this channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.